when did they start on these ditches?
It was a trap to kill pheasants, and they drifted over and they sat in the grass out of the wind. Snow drifted over them, covered them up. That was the end of pheasants. They must have killed millions of them, you know.
Well, when did they start making these drainage ditches?
Well, I think it's in the 50s probably. When they had this big push, the government subsidized it, you know. Big government subsidies. Some of them probably made millionaires digging ditches.
Well, is it?
And it seems to me it must have been right after war, because I remember they have meetings in the schoolhouse. My dad used to go. And he was fighting it, you know.
Oh yeah.
But see, they needed a simple majority to pass. Some of the farmers were against, and they'd meet up. Like, remember Jen Sellings was one of them. They tried to stop the ditch going right kitty corner across his quarter. Didn't need one slough. Just the neighbor had one slough. And they wanted to dig a ditch kitty corner across his quarter, split it right in half. And he fought it. And my dad was in there and helped them fight it. Couldn't stop it. Not only that, they had to pay ditch tax to clean it.
Well, what was the majority of the landowners?
Yeah, the people who lived around on old land. The people had sloughs before it.
Yeah.
You can imagine all the land that was ruined trying to drain out one's big slough. They lost more land in Chippewa County by ditches than they gained. And some of the land they drained wasn't any good.
Yeah.
It's just a monument to me. It was just, shouldn't say it, but
look at those.
Monument to stupidity.
Look at those drifts coming in there.
1 mile across to where it comes over to where the road goes by our farm. And I figured how wide is this about?
Oh, that must be 40. That must be at least 75 feet wide.
Oh, at least, yeah.
Maybe 100.
You could say if you figured 100, because they couldn't raise much along the edge because there was a lot of clay.
Oh yeah, you're taking.
Say if you're roughly 100.
300 yards out of out of production.
In a mile, and they figured.
Oh, that'd be a whole quarter.
How many acres of land?
That'd probably be a quarter acre land right there.
And how much did they drain?
If you run this for an hour, I mean,
if they balance it out, you maybe lost land, you know.
If you run that for a mile.
But see, that was the point, beside the point, because it drained somebody and got advantage of it.
Oh yeah.
And others had to pay a ditch tax across their land.
Yeah, if somebody loses a lot of.
Somebody lost a lot of money and some made a lot of money.
There's a lot of corn right there.
And then